Hey guys, Phil here from STV Sydney Trains Vlogs, and welcome to Sydney Trains Vlogs Live. Can you give me 2 seconds? I'm just going to reply to someone. Okay, good stuff. Now, I don't know, supposed to keep you guys entertained. What to talk about? Once I reach 2,000 subscribers, I'll be uploading Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie 2, which I'll really quickly show you guys that right now. Which I hope you guys can end up seeing this, because if not, then that's just really, really confusing and weird. So here's the thumbnail to Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie 2. I'll end up showing those who missed out again in a few minutes' time. So there's the thumbnail for it. What you see here is V27. The carriage that you see closest to the camera is DIM 8040, and also a Hunter set, and these are at Hamilton Station on the Central Coast and Newcastle line. So that's that. Now to go back to this thingo and back tomorrow. Just got to reply to Siemens Train and see what is up. Alright, I'm gonna end up linking him to the chat. Linking him. Sorry, God, can't be that hard to say. Linking him to the chat. Well, I can do that. Maybe. I got no idea how to do that, but I can try. Give me a second. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea how to link this to anyone, to anything. Oh, good.
This is everything.
No, a message. Message. G'day, Donnie. Just got a message from Donnie. Okay.
Is this what it's supposed to look
like? Yeah, I think it is. Is it like uploaded?
Yeah, it's on the channel.
Oh, like the actual channel? Oh, okay. Wow. There's should be like a chat function somewhere here, guys. So if you just want to type a question and ask me, then I'll gladly answer it.
You have to click that. Those dots. And click on Q&A. And that comes up.
All right.
If they're on the same thing.
There's a Q&A thing up there. All right. What I've done is I've put a Q&A bubble up here somewhere. So if you guys want to ask questions, then feel free to do so. Give me a second. Seemingly people can't find the live chat box, so I'm just going to try and do that. And yeah.
Just go to your channel, and it's right there. What are you going to do with this? This question asking.
Oh, really?
Well, my end, right?
Oh, well, maybe if I actually go back to the questions thing. Ah, good stuff. What am I going to do with this from James the Trainer? Answer questions, pretty much. James the Trainer, the comments, I have no idea where they are. Same as Trainer, if I plan to go to Melbourne, when will I do so? Well, hopefully soon, in a few months. Something like that would be good. Oh. No problem, James the Trainer. Anything else? What got me into doing train vlogs from MC3801 Productions? Watching a YouTube channel called Nikki and John Vlogs. They pretty much got me into the whole vlogging thing. One day I went to Central Station and just thought, I'm just gonna get my camera out and just take a bit of a walk around and just tell people what I see. And I uploaded a few videos after that, and my views kind of skyrocketed. My views were way higher than what I was getting beforehand when I was just uploading 20-second clips of trains passing stations or things like that. So pretty much what got me started into filming. So yeah, thank you for your question. T-Sydney Trains, T-City Rail vlogs, why ASEPs are not on the T4 Eastern Suburbs and Illawarra line? Good question. I have no idea. I have no clue. I think it might be something to do with the power, the electricity, not enough electricity and things like that. So yeah. And from James the Trainer, what are the different sets that are being used in Queensland and how many different sets are there? Well, you've got the EMU units, the SMUs and the IMUs. EMU is electric multiple unit. All the trains there are electric multiple units. Anything that has a pantograph is an electric multiple unit, but it's just what they call their fleet. So they have EMUs for electric multiple unit, SMU for suburban multiple unit, and IMU for interurban multiple unit. And they all have also have the ICE, which is Intercity Express. And and they have like the Sunlander and the Savannah Lander and all that stuff. And they also have the diesel and electric tilt train. So that's what they have. Thanks for your question. Just going to quickly check my subscriber count on here. Siemens train. If you could have one thing in the world, what would it be? That's a hard question. Let's see, a proper videoing camera, I suppose. So I can take higher quality videos. I got a call from Ainsley. Give me a second. Hello. Hello. Oh, sure, Cameron. Hello. How are you doing? Yeah, it should be live-ish. Yeah. I just answered the thingamajiggy. Well, it's like a few seconds late. Yeah. Yeah, it's delayed by a bit. All good? Okay. All right, no worries, no worries. All right, see ya. Bye. Bye. Okay. Yeah, Siemens train. If I could have one thing in the world, what would it be? I think it would be most likely like better filming equipment. So yeah. Sydney transport videos. Have you got your system cards back? Can you take requests now? Not just yet. Maybe in a few more weeks. James the Trainer. I'm pretty sure that Howard Collins said they need to use their other sets. I have no idea. No clue. James the Trainer. Do I watch my subscribers' vlogs? Yes, I do. Bump my hand on something. Why T5 Cumberland Y-Link going to Richmond or Penrith? It is. Oh no, today there is track work between Parramatta and Strathfield. And usually what happens when there's track work between Parramatta and Strathfield is there is trains that usually come from Richmond or Penrith. They obviously don't go to the city. They usually go to Glenfield or even Campbelltown. So, yeah. Now answering MC 3801 Productions question, what is your favourite station on the Sydney Trains and New South Wales Trainlink network? Wonderbine and Central. And T-Sydney Trains, T-City Rail Vlogs. What's the newest JSet or why a newest JSet? Set J7. I'll quickly check if I can do something. Stuff. If you guys want to share this live hangout thing to other subscribers or anyone else, then feel free to do so. So far, we've got 9 viewers. For the new viewers, what I'll quickly do now is I'll show you all the, hold on a second. James the trainer. When did I get interested in trains? When I was a kid, like when I was 4 or 5, but when I started fully studying train types and started to get to know everything, it was in 2006. So, yeah, 9 years ago. It was a little while. I'll quickly show you guys the Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie 2 thumbnail. I showed you guys at the beginning, but just for the new viewers, what you see is V27 and a Hunter set at Hamilton Station. And yeah, obviously Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie 2 and my branding up there. So that's going to be the thumbnail for Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie, which will be uploaded when I reach 2,000 subscribers. So there's about 36 or 37 subscribers to go until I reach that goal. If you guys even saw that, because that was confusing. My least favourite station on the Sydney network, my least favourite station to film at would have to be Leppington, because the Edmondson Park and Leppington, because the lighting is absolutely horrible. Yeah, it's just the lighting's horrible. They're good stations, they're really modern, but yeah. Chat thing, nothing yet. When I went to the thumbnail thing for the Sydney Trains Vlogs Movie 2, did it show up? Yeah. When I went to the thing on the computer.
It's delayed.
Yeah, but it was played after that. James, the train, least favourite station on the City network. Yeah, as I said before, they'll have to be Edmondson Park and Leppington. They're kind of a tie, so yeah, only because it's bad lighting to film at, but they look good either way. So I like St James. St James is a good station too. It's very historic. I like the detail put into everything. "1:51 p.m. I end up telling you guys the time. How do I edit my videos from James the Trainer? I edit them using iMovie. iMovie is an Apple app. Is it dying?
Hey.
Train. Oh, what do you get? Least favorite train, would that be? Oscar. I don't like Oscars too much because their seats are really hard, much like the M sets. I need to shave. Can you actually see them up there? On the actual video? watching from the actual YouTube channel?
I think so.
Oh, okay. From T Sydney Trains and T City Rail Vlogs, what's my favourite regional train station? I would have to say Dungog. Do I use iMovie on PC or iPad, iPod, etc.? I don't have it on my Mac yet, on the PC just yet, because I have to buy it, so I have to wait about a week or so. But I do have it on my iPad, iPod, and 3 iPhones. And that was from James the Trainer, if I didn't mention that. My phone's going crazy. Yeah. Sent a photo of one of my daughters. Again, holding up a receipt.
Another one.
Or not? No.
Another one.
Yeah, same one. Meh. Donskis! From Sandshark23, if 1 + 1 equals 345, what is the mass of a potato? You know what? I have no freaking idea. It's probably a really, really simple answer to that, but I have no idea. You like potatoes, don't you? I do. I like potatoes. I like mashed potatoes. I like putting mayonnaise in my mashed potatoes or tomato sauce on the top. MC3801 Productions, out of all the vlogs you've done, which is your favourite? The one that I'm actually filming now, which is Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie 2. I've had a ton of fun doing that. A ton of fun. It's up to 53 minutes in length at the moment, so I've got at least another 10 minutes more to film to push it a bit over an hour, which is my goal, because I don't like naming it Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie 2. I won't accept anything under an hour. So if it's over an hour, then I can say, hey, that's good, it's movie length. So, yeah. From T Sydney Trains, T City Rail Vlogs, do I use YouTube Capture? Yes, I do. That is what I use to upload. James the Trainer, do I play games on my phone like Jetpack Joyride or Minesweeper? I've never heard of Jetpack Joyride, but yeah, I used to play Minesweeper. I don't now, though. I play Heyday and Tai Chi Panda, things like that. See if anyone's in the chat yet. No. No. James the Trainer, what is my favorite ice cream? What is my favorite ice cream flavor? It'd have to be chocolate. But with paddle pops, I kind of like the rainbow one. They're pretty nice. Wasn't it a red full drive, was it? Sandshark23. Would you like me and my bro to make another trailer for your next big STV movie? I don't know. I wasn't going to do a trailer for this one, but for Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie 3, which I'll do sometime, like in quite a few months' time, I'll talk to you and Riley EF about the about making a trailer for that one, and I'll actually work with you two with it, and we can all make a trailer together, and then I'll give you guys like an accreditation for it, or however I put it. Dickhead almost crashed outside the house. No, not really. Someone's beeping their horn. Siemens train. If you could have a pool of anything, what would it be filled of? $100 notes. Yeah. MC3801 Productions. Favorite steam and diesel locomotive? I'm guessing separate. Yeah. My favorite steam locomotive is one that I've never seen in person before, but I've seen photos of it, and one that I really want to see when she comes back out in service is 3801, the famous 3801. And my favorite diesel loco is, well, it'll have to be a type. I'd have to say the 48 class. I just like how they sound. Sandshark 23, yay. T-Sydney Trains and T-City Rail Vlogs. Could you do Gaimea Part 3? When I get my system cards back, I'll start taking requests again. So, yeah, make that request when I make a video about getting my system cards back. Thank you! Feel free to ask more questions, guys. Just on the YouTube video manager at the moment. And yeah, if you guys want to watch this video back again, it'll be on my YouTube page, like upload and everything like that later on. Sandshark 23. Oh man, I love your questions. Would you sacrifice one of your limbs if it meant that A sets and M sets ran the T4 line permanently? I know I would. Nah, because I wouldn't be able to film him. Well, I don't film him with my toes, but you know.
Sandshark's gay.
Mm-mm.
You go. Sure. Why is it not?
If there was one train spotter that you could meet, who would it be? Out of ones that I haven't met yet, I'd have to say you, Siemens Train, and the Bus of Doom FSX. Both Melbourne-based, I believe. James the Trainer. You're out of questions. I haven't got one for you. Yes. I think. I don't know. Would you come to a meetup one day? To James the Trainer. Sydney Trains, City Rail Vlogs. Do M-Sets run the T5 Cumberland Y-Link? Not too sure. I've never seen one personally. Run there. Oh, crap. I think it might have been MC3801. Could you please end up reposting your question? Thank you. I think I might have gotten rid of it. Kind of got hit down to the wrong one. I think it was MC3801 Productions. Yeah. I was gonna try and do something funny then, but yeah. Nah. Cool. Thumbs up, James the Trainer. Dude, I've got a bloody horn sticking out of my head. Just watching the live thing that I'm doing on the computer here. Yeah, that looks scary. MC3801 Productions. I remember watching your train simulator vlog a few days ago. Are you going to do any more of those? Yeah. I really want to do more of those. I want to do a heap more of those. That'll be awesome. But I have one problem, and that's finding a free, 100% free software that I can use to kind of film gameplay on the computer. So if I could end up finding some kind of software I can do that with, then yeah, definitely. Should we do a voice call to stream from Siemens Train? How do you do that? I don't know how to do a voice call that you can actually stream. So, yeah, from Sydney Transport videos, are you going to do the guess where and guess the set videos again? I'll end up doing that at some point in time, yeah. I had a lot of fun doing that. I just lost track with it and everything like that, but now that my subscriber count has gotten way higher, I think that could be something popular. It's something I could definitely think of doing again. Sandshark 23. When are we doing our next big meetup? I would suggest to go down to Como Pleasure Grounds so we can have a barbecue, and it's near the Como Rail Bridge, but I'm open for anything. Yeah, definitely. I reckon that sounds good. I was going to say, I always thought maybe of doing like a really, really big. I always wanted to do like a really, really big meetup. I think Cameron's also said the same thing. Cameron from Transport for New South Wales Vlogs. I wanted to do a really big meetup at Wonderbone with a barbecue there and have a few beers, or for those under the age and everything like that. Drinking's not a good thing. Under the age, just like soft drinks and everything like that. And we could have a big barbecue / meetup / vlogathon at Wonderbone, but that would need some permission. But yeah, having a barbecue at Como Pleasure Grounds is pretty good too, in view of trains. And yeah. T Sydney Trains and T City Rail Vlogs. Have I been to Claymore? Considering I have no idea where that is and I've never heard of it, nah. No, I haven't, sorry. If you guys want to, feel free to share my channel everywhere. If you like, just share my channel on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, Google+, everything like that, to try to get the subscriber count up, help the channel grow, and also so I can upload Sydney Trains Vlogs the movie too, which isn't, it's not finished yet. I'll finish it. I've got about 10 minutes left to record. Sonic Buster X2000, howdy. Just came back. Any plans of going anywhere but Sydney? Yeah. I'm planning on going to Melbourne sometime soon. I don't know when exactly. It'll be in a few months. But yeah, definitely. I would love to go to Melbourne and film there because of the variety of trains, especially the Commonwealth Engineering sets and the Siemens sets and everything. So yeah, Melbourne. Sandshark 23, I don't think we'll be allowed to do that at Wonderbine though. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Permission will be needed most likely. Siemens Train, my idea is that you record the call and upload it. That's actually a good idea. Kind of like how I did the screen share thing before when I was showing you things on the desktop with the previous call that we were doing. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I reckon we should do that next. But if you've got to go at 2:30, then we'll do that at a later time. MC3801 Productions, are the Tangaras under overhaul at the moment? They're getting a technology upgrade, which is something to do with the driver's desk and something to do with LED lighting, and in the end, Tangaras should, not 100% sure, but should have working destination screens on the outside of the train, obviously. And they'll have indicator screens on the inside of the train, kind of like Waratahs do, like scrolling stations, things like that. And CCTV, they'll have CCTV cameras. And also, not to forget the set style doors on the Tangaras, which they're actually starting to get them now. The sets that have them are Mortdale sets T33 and T36, Hornsby sets T64, T81, T91, and T96. T81 and T91 are new additions to the list of Tango and the MSAT style doors. I uploaded a vlog about the other day. T Sydney Trains and T City Rail vlogs. Do T-sets run the T6 Carlingford line? Well, when I started getting interested in trains, started studying the trains back in 2006. Yeah, Tango's run the Carlingford line. You also saw R-sets run the Carlingford line, C-sets, and yeah, trains like that. So yeah, they used to, but not now. Not that I know of anyway. And if they do, let me know, please. Ah, what am I doing? If any of you guys aren't following me on Facebook yet, I've recently started a new Facebook page. If you guys want to go ahead and like that Facebook page, you can do so by visiting www.facebook.com/Sydney Trains Vlogs. And I'll say that one more time. That is www.facebook.com/Sydney Trains Vlogs. Sydney transport videos. What is my favourite food? I'm like Garfield. I love lasagna. Lasagna's yum. I just actually finished having lasagna just before I did this call. Sonic Buster X2000. Just a thought. If we had allocated all the Oscars on the South Coast line, would it be able to cope? All the Oscars on the South Coast line. I'm not too sure. Like with electricity and power and things like that, maybe not. But yeah. But with room for all of the Oscars, probably not, because there's single track in some areas of the South Coast line. A question for you, Sonic Buster X2000. Are you Melbourne based? Siemens train, you should be able to stay till 3. Fantastic. What is my favorite video on my channel? From T Sydney Trains and T City Rail vlogs. My favorite video on my channel so far that I've uploaded is actually Sydney Trains Vlogs, the new channel trailer, which was uploaded a few months ago. I think I did really well at that, and yeah. Riley EF, hello. Do you have any idea why MSETs and ASETs don't run the T4 line? On that note, I've seen a few MSETs do test runs on that line lately. Does this mean it's possible that they're coming back? I'm not too sure why the MSETs are doing testing on the T4 line. It could be because they're upgrading the power and things like that. But yeah, but the reason why MSETs and Waratahs don't run that line is because of power and things like that, like electricity. MC3801 Productions. Who is my favorite railway YouTuber? It'll have to be BWDVD. Yeah, BWDVD. Bevan Wall, because he's got a lot of quite a few like older videos too, like a farewell tour of the 46 classes, stuff about the U-boats or U-sets and things like that. So yeah, he's a really good YouTuber. Yeah, keep asking questions, guys. See if I can change the look here. Yep, all good. Just seeing what I could do with effects and whatnot. Yeah. Again, if you want to ask any questions, please do so. It should be in the Q&A section of this thing. Booyah! Sonic Buster X2000. When the VSET replacements come into place, what are the operations? What are the operations do you think they would run? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest. Yep, I'll get back to you right now. Siemens train. Yep. Got it. Right. And Riley EF. What is your favorite specific set? For the record, my favorite is A57. My favorite is S146. I don't know why, it just is. Just a second. All right. Sandshark 23. Would you rather be only allowed to film for 20 minutes each day, but you have access to everywhere in the Sydney Trains network, including restricted areas, or be allowed to film as much as you want every day, but you can only film at Branxton Station? The 20 minutes each day one. I don't necessarily want to do 1,000 parts at Branxton. Sonic Buster X2000. Messed up my last question. I meant the Oscars. No, you meant the Oscars. Yep. Where will they run? Okay. Yeah. I think the Oscars are going to end up getting their toilets taken out of them, kind of like the G set to T set conversions. So pretty much the Oscars will become suburban, and when the Oscars become suburban, the sad thing is the Oscars will wipe out the rest of the S sets. And the new trains, yeah, I'm pretty much almost certain they'll run the South Coast line. What is my dream job? To become a guard with Sydney Trains. And that question was from Riley EF. T Sydney Trains and City Rail Vlogs, your computer stuffed up? That's fine. Okay. If you could name a train, what would you name it? From Siemens Train. I have no idea. I would name it George. Yeah, I'd name it George. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea what I'd name it. I might just name it Unwaratah or something. I don't know. I'll name it King Long. Long. Yeah, I have no idea. Patrick Donnelly. Hey Phil, have you got a favourite station? One on the New South Wales Train Link network and one on the Sydney Trains network. Okay, one on the Sydney Trains network would have to be St James or Central, one of the two. And on the New South Wales Train Link network, I have to say Wonderbine. MC3801 Productions. What's your thoughts of having high-speed rail in Australia in the future? I think it's good. The only bad thing is I won't be able to take a photo of it because it'll be passing me doing like 300 kilometers an hour. Apart from that, I think it's a good idea. No, it'll be good for filming. Tired. I'll show you guys my new setup. Hold on. Can you see that? Nope. Hold on. Okay. That's it. That's just, yeah, useless. Yeah. Feel free to ask more questions. If you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, you can do so, or you can find me at STV YouTube. T Sydney Trains and T City Rail Vlogs. Do Oscars run T7 Olympic Park Loop? No. Well, I've never seen one there anyway. Your updates are installed.
Thanks.
What is the answer to this question? By Sandstart23. It is yes. I would love an omelette right about now. Joshua Randazzo, what do you think about the Intercity 125? I reckon it looks good pretty much because it's like the XPT. Have you an interest in railways in different countries? From Patrick Donnelly? Yes. I've wanted to go to film the subway in New York. New York. What is, from Riley EF, what is your opinion on the Metro Northwest Rail Link? I honestly think that the government is trying way too hard in trying to get up to date with other countries. I don't think much thought has been put into it. I think I think the Metro Northwest is a good idea, simply because Rouse Hill and Bella Vista and all those places, the population is really, really growing there, and they kind of do need a better transport network, kind of like trains and things like that. So I think it's a good idea. The single deckness and things like that. Hold on, give me a second. Anyway, hold on, give me a second. From the single deck point of view for the new trains, I didn't like that at first. I wanted the double deck thing to live on, but I've forgiven that. And these new trains for the Northwest Rail Link are supposed to be driverless too. I think that the driverless thing was a bit crap at first, but hey, it's good from filming at the front of the train. I can show you guys the whole thing. And have you ever been hit by an ambulance? No. From Riley EF. No, I haven't actually. No. Well, I've never been offensive to one, so one's never come out and slapped me. Sydney transport videos. What do you like about... Hold on. Oh my God. What is wrong with me today? It must be Sunday. What do you like to do apart from filming train vlogs? Well, I have another channel called Abandoned Oz.
What do you think? What do you like?
Oh, hold on. I was reading two things at once. Anyway, what do I like to do apart from filming train vlogs? I like to film for my Abandoned Oz channel. I like abandoned buildings and things like that. And yeah, I don't do too much else. From MC3801 Productions, what do you think about the Sydney Trains and New South Wales train link liveries? You're not a fan of the livery on the J sets. For those of you who are not familiar with J sets, they're the Hunter sets, Hunter rail cars. I don't mind the new liveries. I didn't really like them at first, but I kind of like the livery on the J sets. because they just make everything look bright. So, yeah. Oh no, I'm silent. From Patrick Donnelly, in your opinion, do you think Sydney Trains fleet would receive a similar livery to the J sets in the New South Wales Trains fleet? Yeah, I reckon they would. Riley EF, sorry, stuffed that up for a second. Are you going to film the last days of the Epping to Chatswood rail link prior to it being converted for the Metro link? Yep, I'll be definitely doing that. That's part of a reason why I filmed what I did for vlog 1100 about the Epping to Chatswood rail link, because that'll be phased out in a couple of years. But yeah, when it gets closer to the date of it actually going, then I'll definitely go and film for that. What am I doing? Floating around. Oh, good speed. 17 viewers. Woo! I mean, go to school. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, what are you lot doing? Give me a second. MC 3801 Productions. Did you ever travel in the Sydney monorail before it closed down? No, unfortunately, I didn't. I wish I did, though. T Sydney Trains and T City Rail vlogs. What happened to the Vario trains? Because you've never been on one before. They have been retired and replaced by the Airbus 3 trams. Yep. Just going back into the video manager on my phone. A question I'll ask you guys is, what's your favorite vlog of mine? What's the best one you've seen? Use. For those who have just tuned in, feel free to go to the Q&A section and ask me a question so I can answer it for you guys. And you'll also get a shout out of it too. Oh, tongue twister. Hello. Sydney transport videos. What is your favorite bus / light rail / ferry? What's my favorite out of them? If so, I would have to say a tie between bus and light rail. Ferries are good too, but not fulfilling. Riley EF, do I like the whole Opal card system? Oh, it's the most frustrating friggin' thing in my life. Opal stuffs up on average about 10 times a week. That's, oh my goodness, it is frustrating. But yeah, if the systems were updated and everything like that, then yeah, I'd like it a heck of a lot more. Riley EF, I like the Wonderbind meet and greet vlog. I also like Denali Part 2 and Rockdale's unused platforms. Cool, thank you for answering that. Sandshark23's favourite vlogs were Denali Part 2 and Wonderbind Part 19. It's very good too. Siemens Train. I don't really have a favourite one because they're all of the same high quality. Well, that's very nice, thank you. MC3801 Productions, really enjoy the old railway, the old Illawarra Railway vlogs. Actually, while I'm on it, MC3801 Productions, if you have subscribed to my other channel, Abandoned Oz, tomorrow or maybe even later today, I'm not too sure, I'll upload an 18-minute video of the Helensburgh Tunnel, Old Helensburgh Station and Metropolitan Tunnel all in one video for that channel. So if you want to keep an eye out for that within the next day or two, then yeah. Sonic Buster X2000. It seems that I do not do any requests anymore. It didn't get too complicated. There was a heck of a lot that I didn't write down, but no, that wasn't the problem. I actually lost all my system cards. Yeah, I lost all my system cards. So I'll start up the requests very soon though. Riley EF, Mac or PC? Mac. Patrick Donnelly. Kind of hard to say, they're all good. That's very good. Thank you. I'll be back in 1 second. Good day. I'm back. And yeah, thank you, MC3801 Productions. I really like interacting with you guys. It's fun. Oh, I can't get comfortable in this flipping chair. No, I can't see it. I'm coming. I'm back. Good day. For those who have just tuned in, you can ask me questions by going to the Q&A section. Ask anything, I'll answer it. Well, not too personal, obviously. But yeah, and what else? If you guys would like to like my Facebook page, you can do so by visiting www.facebook.com/Sydney Trains Vlogs, or you can simply just search Sydney Trains Vlogs in the search section of Facebook. Joshua Randazzo, what do you think about the tilt train hitting 210 kilometers an hour? Very good. Fast trains are always good. Patrick Donnelly, given the age of the XPT and how the Bear government is talking about replacing them, I want to know your views on the matter. The XPTs are getting quite old, and it'll be sad to see them go, but it's also sort of exciting to see what would replace them in the end. What are the new Transperth B-Series trains out here for? The Transperth B-Series trains were built in North Queensland, I think. And once I think they're built by Bombardier, or I have no idea. But once they're built, they get transferred down through the rest of Queensland and New South Wales. Okay, and I'm back, it seems. Something stuffed up. Bless you. Does Sydney Trains have Chinatown from Sydney Trains City Rail Vlogs? Nope. The Light Rail does, I think. Maybe. Riley EF. What's my least favourite train? Would have to be the Oscars because they're really hard seats. From Sonic Buster X2000, are you planning on a meetup like what Cameron did when I come down to Melbourne? If so, what stations would I like to film at? Possibly, yeah. And what stations? I'm not too sure. I'm just thinking of Southern Cross, Flinders Street, Parliament, Flagstaff, Middlefoot's Cray. I think my display stuffed up from Riley AF. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm just hoping it. I'm hoping it'll upload after this finishes, so you guys can go back and watch this later on. You know. From that's going to be a name that I can't pronounce too well, so expect me to stuff that one up, but just correct me in the end if I stuff it up. Eamon Shark. Do you like the VSET New South Wales train link livery? Yeah. I don't mind it. I reckon it's pretty cool. Hopefully too many people didn't run away. Oh God, that would be unseemly. Whatever the fudge that was. No worries, mate. Did I pronounce your name right? Eamon Shark? Eamon Shark? Eamon Shark? Eamon. Yeah. Don't worry. Look, it's part of a roof. Hi. I'm not allowed to film it in the loop at Melbourne, just letting me know. Oh, crap. Does that include Southern Cross and Flinders Street? If so, I'll still give it a try. Riley EF, I missed your answer to my previous questions. What's your least favourite train? The Oscar, because the seats are really, really hard. And it's a pain in the ass, literally. Okay. Thanks, Eamon Shark. $15 viewers. Oh, good. No, but yes now. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Just gonna bring the mouse over here. What do you think about that? It's a colourful little mouse, eh? Okay. Siemens train, do you mean that Flinders Street and Southern Cross do not count as loop stations? City loop stations? If the name Sydney Trains Vlogs was already taken, what would you name your channel? Good question. I have no idea. Trains in Sydney Vlogs. I'm not too sure. I don't know. Eamon Shark, check out my transport vlogs 4 and 4B. Yeah, I can definitely do that for you soon. If you guys would like to subscribe to Eamon Shark, that's EAMONSHARK, then please do so. He films in Queensland, I believe. And yes, thank you, Siemens Train. Sydney Trains and New South Wales Train Link. Welcome. What S sets have you been on in the last week? I don't know. S41. I've been on S41. And other than that, I don't think I've been on any more than that. Sonic Buster X2000, you just kind of get away with it. You're using a phone, but just be aware of stuff. That's all. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Now, if you want to Sonic Buster X2000, you can message me on Google Hangout, and I'll give you my number or something like that. And it's pretty much just like here too. If you film like with a huge camera, it looks like a sniper rifle. People are going to get stunned. And yeah, no worries for the shout out, buddy. Eamon Shark. And Sydney transport videos. What are your thoughts on graffiti vandals vandalizing trains and stuff? Pieces of shit. Enough said. That was blunt. Anyway, MC3801 Productions, Still Me Festival of Steam, Hunter Valley Steam Fest, or Transport Heritage Expo. Which one would I prefer? Hunter Valley Steam Fest, because it's just easier to do stuff. It's just easy to, yeah. There's a bigger area that you can go to. For example, you can go to any of the Hunter Line stations and you'd be almost sure to see a heritage train of some sort. But at the Transport Heritage Expo at Central, you'd probably be cutting it thin. You know, it's hard to get a photo of anything because there's just so many people and things like that. Riley EF, you know about the old goods line at Ultimo and how it's being converted into a walkway? When it opens in spring, are you going to film a vlog about it? Tell me when you do, as my uni campus is right next to it. I don't know why I flipped, but yes, I'll definitely go and film it. I actually walked up there when I was with Cameron from Transport for New South Wales Vlogs last week, walking to one of the light rail stops. Yeah, well, actually walked past it and it looked pretty good. Yeah, can't wait until it's open. And Eamon Shark's answering the questions like cray cray. Fantastic. This is a question for Sydney Trains and New South Wales Trainlink. Can I request you to do a face reveal on your channel? Knowing Sydney Trains and New South Wales Trainlink, I don't think he will do that, but that's all for Sydney Trains and New South Wales Trainlink to answer. If any of you guys would like to like my Facebook page, you can do so by simply searching Sydney Trains Vlogs on Facebook, or you can just type the link in, which is www.facebook.com/Sydney Trains Vlogs. And if you guys would like to, distracting me. I was going to say, if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, you can do so at STV YouTube. And you're sorry for what? Sydney Trains in New South? Yeah, Sydney Trains in New South Wales Trainlink. I got no idea. 17 viewers. Good stuff. Nothing. Anyway. Siemens Train, if I could name a suburb, what would I name it? I don't know. Waratah Mills. No, I'm joking, that's already a suburb in Sydney. No, I have no idea. Trinity? I don't know. Riley EF, what's the meaning of life? Cookie dough and chocolate milk. Huh. 46 subscribers to go to get 2,000 from Eamon Shark. 36. There's 36. I was going to say, no, I couldn't have gone down subscribers. Yeah, 36 subscribers to go to I reach 2,000. On that note, guys, once I reach 2,000 subscribers, I'll be uploading Sydney Trains Vlogs to Movie 2. There are currently 36 subscribers to go, so if you guys would like to share my channel on any site, anywhere, then please do so. The channel link is www.youtube.com/Sydney Trains Vlogs. From Joshua Randazzo, do I play Train Simulator 2015? I want to, I don't have it yet though. MC3801 Productions. Have you had a cab ride in any of the Sydney Trains New South Wales Trainlink sets? Yes, I've been in S sets, K sets, C sets, Tangaras, V sets, and yeah, you name it. What from Patrick Donnelly, what do I think about the Badgerys Creek Airport? As long as it brings new trains and new train stations, I'm happy with it. Face reveal, Phil. Yeah. No worries. Sydney Trains, New South Wales Trainlink. Does Sydney Trains have Oran Park? No. That you'd have to change for a bus to get to. What news channel do you watch? That one. Yeah, probably correct, Eamon. Hello. Hello. I'll wrap this up at 3 o'clock. Do I have any pets? No. I used to have a couple of cats, but no. Yeah, that was from Riley EF, by the way. We've got about 10 minutes left. So if you guys want to ask any questions, feel free to do so before I wrap this up. Oh. Yep, no worries. Sydney Trains, New South Wales Train Link. MC 3801 Productions. Are you interested in model railways? Yes, I am. I haven't actually owned one really before, but yeah. Joshua Randazzo, what train simulator do you play? Trains 2010, I think. I've got to upgrade. I know I'm years behind. Eamon Shark, my father's company down at EDI built the M sets, A sets, the IMUs and SMUs. That's fantastic. Cool. Riley EF, have you ever been to the casino, in brackets, the Star, as in actual casino, not the light rail stop? I think I've been in there, yeah. On that note, what's my favourite light rail station? Would have to be Star City. Oh, sorry, the Star, as it's well known as these days. Siemens train, if you were unable to talk and you knew when it was going to happen, what would your last words be? Bring me back a t-shirt. T-Sydney trains and City Rail vlogs. Do the VSATs run on the South Inner Western Airport line? No, and if they were, I'll run there on my hair follicles. Eamon Shark might do a stream after me. Thumbs up. Invite me to it. I'll ask you questions and all that stuff. About 8 minutes to go, guys. So if you guys want to ask any questions, please do so. Oh, another one. Sonic Buster X2000. When is the next live stream you're planning on doing? Probably next weekend on Saturday or Sunday. Most likely next Sunday. Sydney trains and City Rail vlogs. It seems as if you might be annoying Sydney trains and New South Wales train link. So, yeah. Eamon Shark took a monorail in Sydney in 2012. Very good. Patrick Donnelly is wondering if I'm planning on doing a casino to Murwillumbah line as part of my Abandoned Oz channel as a tag onto the Queensland vlogs. That's a good idea. I know there's a few unused stations along there, so yeah, sure. I can do voice stream Sydney Trains and New South Wales train link, but when you start that off, you kind of need to tap up the top of the screen to turn your camera off if you don't want your face to be revealed. So if you start that up, kind of put your hand over the thingo, whatever, and kind of like that, and turn your camera off. I can try to do that at some point in time. Yes, I will watch you, Eamon Shark. And Riley EF, do you think it would be cool if some of the trains here had Wi-Fi built in? Yeah, if I could use like a gig at once. Sure. So I could upload a vlog on the train. That would be very good. Oh, okay, and he's not annoying you. That's good then. T Sydney Trains and City Rail vlogs. Nope, I have not been on the thing. On a monorail in Sydney. Have I seen a train go 145 kilometers an hour from Joshua Randazzo? Yeah, I have. I've seen an XPT fly past one of the Hunterline stations doing about 150. Riley EF, what kind of music do I like? I like rock music and stuff like that. Eamon Shark, you're visiting Sydney in a month, possibly at the end of the year. Cool. If you'd like to do a meetup, then let me know. That can be organised. It'll have to be for obviously a weekend, though, or if you want to meet up on a weekday, then it'll have to be sometime between 9 and 5. How do you start the streams from Sydney Trains and New South Wales Train Link? You go on Google Hangouts and you tap on, oh no, hold on, sorry. You go on Google Plus and you go on the Hangouts part and you go to Hangouts on Air or something like that and follow the prompts. Riley EF, have you ever been clubbing? Yeah, I've been to Club Sandwich before. It's quite nice. No, yeah, I have. Eamon Shark will be doing a bus and a flight vlog. Very good. Riley EF, have you ever been hit by a train? No, not really. Not really. I mean, no, I haven't. I've still got all 12 of my fingers. Sydney transport videos. Do I think trains need upgrades? Yeah, sort of. I think maybe the S sets could do with a bit of an upgrade. 19 viewers. Patrick Donnelly, what's the fastest train you've recorded on your vlogs and where? I think it will be an XPT passing Met for doing 150 to 160 kilometers an hour, and that will be featured in Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie 2. About 4 minutes to go of this live stream, guys. So yeah, hurry up and get your questions in, please. Matt Choi. Hello, just wondering, do you think it's time to change the voice of the pre-recorded station announcements on the Sydney Trains and New South Wales Train Link networks? Yeah. I reckon it is. Riley EF, what's the craziest thing you've seen on a train? I have no idea. Passengers, maybe? Just give me a second. New South Wales Rail videos asked in a Google Hangout thing, if I was Transport Minister, what would I do first? Save the assets, I reckon. That's an odd question. Does Wonderbite have a long platform? Sydney Trains and City Rail vlogs? No, it's very, very short platform. Sydney Trains and New South Wales Train Link. What brand of wide angle lens do you film with? I'm not too sure. I haven't actually filmed with a proper add-on, like a proper wide angle lens in quite a while. Yeah, I'm not too sure what the brand of that was. Have you ever done a bloopers video? MC 3801 Productions. Yeah, sure have. Riley EF, will there be any more of these live streams? Yes, there will be, probably next weekend. And yes, what Sydney Trains and New South Wales Train Link said. Do I have any personal nicknames for trains? I don't know. I call Waratah A29 Swimming Sensation sometimes because it drowned. Asks very funny jokes. Yeah. No. What? Hold on. Yeah, okay. Give me a second. Tell me a joke.
The past, present, and future walk into a bar. It was tense.
Yeah. If you could film your vlogs with anything else apart from your phone, what would it be from Sydney Transport videos? I think it would be a Sony Handycam because I've heard they're good. Okay, guys, as of now, I have stopped taking questions. So, yeah, I'll wrap this up in a sec. Riley EF, what's my least favourite line? The South line and the airport line because they're just a little bit boring. Have I done Taraji from T-Sydney Trains and T-City Rail vlogs? No. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. So don't forget to give this video, once it's processed, a thumbs up, favorite the video, share it, and yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye for now.